in this class we can study about diagrammatic presentation of data. Okay, this is the third method of presenting data. We studied textual presentation, then tabular presentation, then last third method is diagrammatic presentation of data. Okay, in this diagrammatic presentation, the most convenient and appealing way of presenting statistical data is through diagram. It's very easy. Diagrammatic presentation of data translate quite effectively, and we can explain the data very easily. Okay, these presentation type of diagrams in common use like geometric mean, frequency diagram, arithmetic line graph, bar diagram, pie diagram, like that different types of diagrams are there. Then we can study the following: geometric diagram, frequency diagram and arithmetic line graph. What is geometric diagram? Bar diagram and pie diagram come in the category of geometric diagram. Then bar diagram and pie diagram coming under the category of geometric diagram. The bar diagrams are three types of bar diagrams are there: simple, multiple and component bar diagram. First we can go through simple bar diagram. Okay, here then what are the specialty of bar diagram? Then height or length of a bar reads the magnitude of data. The lower end bar touches the baseline and height of a bar start from 0 unit. Here you can see this is the data, and here you can see the bar diagram. In this figure you can see death in Philippines. Okay, here you can see the data like from it's starting from 0 and up to, in this y-axis, up to 7,000 days there. Then the chronic low respiratory diseases, it is 1594. We know where it will come. It will come here between 1000 and 2000. We mark here. This is the diagram. Then next one, this is the number of death. Next one, pneumonia. Due to pneumonia, how many people died? It's 3,263. We know it will come between 3,000 and 4,000. We mark here. Okay, this is the bar diagram. Okay, then we understood how we can mark the bar diagram. Like that, here also you can see the diagram. Here 9, 32, 62, these like this bar diagrams we are calling as, like these diagrams we are calling it as bar diagram. Here you can see the different Indian states name, Andhra Pradesh, Assam, Jharkhand, Gujarat, Haryana, like that. Into female literacy rates. Okay, you can see in this table 2001 male female literacy rate and 2011 male female literacy rate. How we can mark this one? We can mark here. You can see the bar diagram showing male literacy rates, major states of India, literacy related to population aged between 7. Here you can see the male literacy rate. Here what is the percentage of male? It is here. First we can take the first state, Andhra Pradesh. Andhra Pradesh, it is 75.6. Okay, then Assam, it is 78.8. okay, like this we need to mark 75, it will come here. Then Assam, it is 70. Bihar, it is 75.6, like that. Male literacy rate we marked in this diagram. Okay, then bar diagram can different forms like simple bar diagram, multiple bar diagram, component bar diagram. Now we can go to multiple bar diagram. What is multiple bar diagram? In diagram, they are used comparing two or more sets of data. Okay, in this table you can see the multiple bar diagram. It's showing female and male literacy rate. Here you can see this light shade is female and this shade is male literacy rate. Like that we can means together in one graph we can mark this one. That one is the multiple bar diagram. If we are drawing like this separate for male and female, that one is the simple bar diagram. If we are drawing like this, here two components are there. We know male literacy rate and female literacy rate. We mark this male rate. We know female literacy rate. What is the rate here? Then it is 59.6 coming here and 50 coming here. Okay, like that we can mark the data. This is the multiple bar diagram. In multiple diagram, they are used comparing two or more sets of data. That one is the multiple bar diagram. In multiple bar diagram, we are using more than one data. Like example of income and expenditure, import and export, like that we can include different data. Then another one more is there. In component bar diagram, comparing the sizes of different component parts. Means we know sales and different products, expenditure pattern of a family, like that we can different components we can in a component bar diagram. It shows the bar and its subdivision into two or more components. Okay, here you can see one diagram. This is the component bar diagram. In this one, enrollment of primary level students, that one in Bihar. Okay, here you can see total enrollment is near to 100. In that one 91.5% enrolled and out of school 8.5%. Means in this bar itself two divisions are there. Here you can see 58.6 girls enrolled and 41.4 out of school. Okay, then here also 78.0 and 22.0 is out of school. That one is the component bar diagram. Okay, then there are different types of bar diagram: simple bar diagram, then multiple bar diagram, then component bar diagram. Then next one is the pie diagram. What is pie diagram? Pie diagram is also a component diagram like bar diagram. Okay, then pie diagram also like bar diagram only. It's like component diagram. Then pie diagram is another method of representing statistical data. Pie diagram is a chart used to represent the total into the breakup of various components. In pie diagram, we can see the breakup of various components. It is a method of sharing each of components in the total in terms of their percentage. Okay, here you can see each of them how it's sharing. This is the pie diagram. Here you know 73 crore, 32 crore, like 36 crore. Then in one diagram, three components are there in this diagram. The pie diagram are very much attractive to show the income expenditure of the government, family budget, crop pattern, power production. It's very easy to show. That is the speciality of pie diagram. Then how we can find out the values of pie diagram? Here first method is individual value. These are the individual value. It is like 12, 36, like that. Individual value we need to divide by total value. Means 12 divide. We know a circle means circle. This is the circle. For a pie diagram we need to draw circle. Circle means we know it is 360 degree. Circle means 360 degree. That reason we are dividing by 360. Individual value need to divide by total value. We can write here individual value need to divide by total value into 360. What is the 360? 360 means a circle means it is 360 degree. We know, I think you people already studied in 10th standard. A circle means it is 360 degree. Okay, this circle is in 360 degree. Then we need to multiply with 360. Here 12 plus 36 plus 73, 121. Then here we can write it as, then here we can write this equation as individual value divided by total value into 360 is the angular component. Here we need to add this. For finding the total value, we need to add these individual values. 12 plus 36 plus 73, we will get 121. Answer will be 121. Then for first one we need to find out the angular component. For that one we need to take 12 divided by 121. 12 divided by 121 into 360. Into 360 means answer will be 35.7. It is 36 degree. Okay, answer will get as 36 degree. Next measurement, next angular component, 36 divided by 121 into 360 equal to, okay, 36 divided by 121 into 360, we will get the answer 107 degree. Okay, next value, it is 73. Then 73 divided by 121 into 360, we will get the answer 217. Okay, then we understood how we can find out the angular components. From that one we need to draw this diagram. First we need to draw a circle. From that one we need to find out the angular components. First one is 36 degree. You need to mark a line here. Then you need to find out 36 degree of this diagram. Then after that, from there you need to find out the next one, 107. Then next one, it is 217. Okay, like this. From here you need to, you can use compass and protractor and you can draw this diagram. Okay, this is the pi diagram. Okay, first then we need to find out the values, then draw a circle of an appropriate size depending on the space available, then draw a radius and area of each angle by using protractor. Then next step, each angle area should be shaded by using different colors. You can give different colors. Here you can see different colors are there. Then you need to use different colors for each one. Here it is marginal. This dark shade is marginal worker. Then here light shade is there. Next one is main worker. Then next one is more darker. 3 shades are there. Then you can mention like this. This 3 shade you can mention like this. Otherwise you can give different line like this. Lines like this you can draw the lines, or like this different line you can draw and you can mention. Okay, here you can see different type of pi diagrams. We can give for each one, we can give different colors, range, current, like that we can give the different colors. That one is the, these are the different components. You can see school fees, current, transport, grocery, rent, family spending. Okay, like that we can give the pi diagram, different type of pi diagram. This is the pi diagram.